Well, welcome back to Geek City. This is a very different video from everything I've talked about. I'm in my bed right now, and I was just scrolling on my computer, and everyone's least favorite YouTube channel, Ranting for Vengeance, has made another video. In case you don't know who this guy is, um he's kind of how do I say this in a night? I don't care. He's a jerk. He's a little racist. You know what I mean? Um, and he's now made a video. Daredevil Born Again got way worse, and it has the typical. All this dude talks about is how everything is woke, and it's really bad. But this video is about Daredevil Born Again, and the cover was like, "Oh, it's gone woke." So I just wanted to see. Let's see what the video is talking about, and I thought it'd be a fun reaction video. Let's cringe at this dude complaining about stuff, and oh man, I'm not gonna say anything.
So, just about when I thought Daredevil Born Again was about to get good, it somehow got worse. And although there was some real cope for the last few weeks, it seems that people are starting to wake up and realize this as well. But before we get into it, if you want to support the channel, you don't have to. You could jump over to my Patreon and it'd be greatly appreciated. So, Daredevil Born Again episode 3 kind of played out like a courtroom drama. And for the most part, it was pretty enjoyable. At least there was less of the on-the-nose Donald Trump, Wilson Fisk allegory.
Okay. I've seen people comparing Wilson Fisk running for mayor with Donald Trump and how it's like, oh, they're trying to fit this. Here, let me show you. This comic has been adapted before. Like Fisk running for mayor isn't a new thing. This isn't the showrunners going, oh, let's try to be like Donald Trump and like mimic the real world. No, this is just something that's from the comics. Like this isn't a new thing. So I don't think this was Disney going, oh yeah, let's try to be political and like, fit and show like a similarity. Is it a coincidence? I think so. It's possible that it wasn't. Maybe they were going, oh yeah, let's compare to the real world. But this, I don't buy that because this is already an established thing in the comics. So I don't think this was a Trump related thing. So I don't know why everybody just automatically assumes everything is about politics. But anyway.
But still, we weren't spared from the libtard writing. This is most clear in the first 3 episodes, where we've had this plot where White Tiger has been wrongfully accused of getting rid of a white police officer. And it's really playing into that narrative of all the evil white cops with Punisher logos on their wrist for some reason.
I don't think these episodes had anything to do with the police officers being white. Like, I'm pretty sure he's talking about the people with the Punisher tattoos. There's more than just white cops. Like this guy is just making like there are like he's saying that every white cop in the show is corrupt and how they just hate white people, but that's not the case. The character was white and he's a cop. That was the only. Oh my gosh, this guy's an idiot. Oh my gosh, like the people with the Punisher tattoo. There's more of them. Like it's not just white cops. I don't think Disney's going, oh yeah, let's make every white cop evil. Oh my gosh. All right, let's keep watching.
All are out for this guy's blood. I don't know how I didn't realize this, but this story is taken from a Brian Michael Bendis comic, which might actually be way more woke. In the comic, White Tiger is in the wrong place at the wrong time and is wrongfully accused of
that comic. And I'm not going to pause this video that much. I'm trying not to, but that comic came out like 20 years ago, so it wasn't woke. Woke didn't become a thing till like 3 years ago. That comic is like old. Well, not old, but it's not woke. This came out forever ago. Like
stealing. In the comic, it tries to play into this whole race thing where because he's not white, he's just immediately guilty. But instead of taking the prison sentence, he ends up trying to escape and eventually gets killed. So that issue is pretty woke and it plays into the whole racism thing, which I'm kind of sick of hearing about.
So again, I'm not going to pause the video this much. So according to this dude, any media that adapts anything involving racism is automatically woke. According to this dude, if you tackle anything in media, if anything deals with anything involving racism, it's woke. It's not just trying to tell a good story. I hate the word woke so much. Like, there's a difference between trying to tell like an actually good story that actually has something to say, and then something like what I think woke actually stands for, and it's like just trying to do it just to do it. That is an incredible story. Read the Brian Michael Bendis comic. It's not woke. It's just telling a good story, and racism can lead to good stories. Like, no, not that doesn't sound good. I mean, like racism is a important theme that has made really great stories. Because that is a bad issue. Not everything involving these topics automatically is woke. Like, ah.
Watched this episode, I was kind of glad that they weren't attacking the racism thing right off the bat. But then the end of the episode happened, and White Tiger is
Spoiler alerts for episode 3.
proven innocent. So when he's finally out and night falls, he puts on the costume and prepares to be a vigilante once again. And they bring in this absolutely cringe music, emphasizing the fact that, hey everybody, he's not white, and look how proud of it he is. And
what did the music have to do with that? Like, I just watched this episode today, and I didn't watch it and go, oh yeah, this music's anti-white. He's just making stuff up. What did the music... He's bringing race into an issue that has nothing to do with... Ah!
a veteran vigilante who's been around for a long time, White Tiger, just walks out onto the street and starts jogging in slow motion, in full view of anybody that wants to attack him. He doesn't even care. He's just jogging down the road, and wouldn't you know it, some random dude wearing a Punisher vest blows him away, and it's a big shock value ending saying, look, the justice system, we thought it worked, but in the end, the Punisher killed him. Or is it actually the Punisher? Which right now, I can tell you that this isn't Frank Castle, and if it is, it's retarded. First of all, Frank Castle, the real character, the hero for Marvel Comics.
Punisher's not a hero. I'm sorry, man. I love the Punisher. He's not a hero. Have you read Garth Ennis's comics? He's not a hero. Anti-hero, maybe. Punisher's not a hero. Come on now.
Would not be coerced into wrongfully killing some random...
And we haven't seen the other episodes, so we don't know yet. So why are you complaining about something that we don't even know? It's intentionally every week you're getting a new episode. We don't know how the plot line's going. So you're just complaining about stuff where we don't even know where it's going yet.
Vigilante. So if they actually make it Frank, then it's going to be pretty stupid. But that's one argument.
Why?
The second argument are these leaked photos showing corrupt cops wearing Punisher vests and wearing the Punisher logo on...
So that guy's not white. So your argument earlier about, oh, they're trying to make every cop corrupt white, no. As you can see right here, it's not. So your argument has just totally canceled on itself because you just proved yourself wrong you literally just made your argument even more dumb by showing this picture. I hope you know that.
on their wrist. Now, personally, I kind of hate this storyline. It's pushing that fake narrative that
This guy needs a dentist. I'm sorry, that was mean. I didn't mean to make
right-wing nut jobs
a physical appearance, but
in real life wanted to hijack the Punisher logo and his philosophy. And people act like the Punisher is some massively leftist character that people can't actually like if they're right-wing, not realizing that Mike Barron, Chuck Dixon, the pioneers of the Punisher as a character in comics, are all not left-wing nut jobs.
what does politics have to? What does the author's political view have to do with this TV show? I'm so confused. He's bringing politics into it. Like, I know it involves corrupt cops, and that can be political, but the people who wrote Punisher in the 80s, their political opinions have nothing to do with the plot line.
And people just can't accept that. So they want to get rid of his logo. They want to get rid of his weapons. They want to get rid of his philosophy. They want to get rid of his mental stability, making him a psychopath. When in reality, the Punisher is a hero, no matter what you tell me. Garth Ennis...
Of course, this guy thinks he's a hero. He's bringing up Garth Ennis. Have you read Garth Ennis's run? Punisher is not a hero in that story.
Some new comic doesn't prove me wrong. Read War Journal,
Oh, never mind. Okay. I'll take that L. I should have let him finish that sentence first.
Warzone and Mike Barron's Punisher, then come back to me calling him some deranged lunatic.
He's not a lunatic, but he's not a hero. Punisher is not a hero. He's not.
But all throughout this episode, there's nods to the Punisher. There's cops with Punisher logos on their wrists. There's Punisher logos spray painted on walls. I really don't get what they're trying to do here with this.
Let the episodes drop before you figure it out. Then they clearly it's a mystery. We're 3 episodes into a 9-episode TV show, so of course you're not going to know where it's going. So you're complaining when you yourself don't even know where it's going yet.
Plot. Who is writing this? So what are you trying to say? That the Punisher is gone, but people are hijacking his ideals or something? Speaking of random crap that happens in this show that nobody really cares about and adds nothing to the character of Daredevil, the random bald Spanish cop guy is at it again. I don't know his name. I don't know what he's doing here. I don't know what his connection to Daredevil is, but we keep on cutting away to him. I genuinely don't know know who you are. You have no connection
It's called a side character. He's helping contribute to the plot. Mind blowing. Oh my god.
to Daredevil, and you have no place in a Daredevil show titled Born Again. All that stuff is nitpicks, but my main problem is the mischaracterization of Matt Murdock, Daredevil. The whole point of Daredevil is that he tries to be good, he tries to be a lawyer, he tries to use the justice system and the law to stop crime. But eventually he realizes that it doesn't always work out that way. So he dons the red spandex Daredevil suit and goes out and puts the law in his own hands. Now, when you take away either one of those aspects about the character, you're losing the core element of Daredevil, and essentially it's not really accurate to the character. And that's exactly what this show is doing. In the Frank Miller, David Mazzucchelli masterpiece, Born Again, Daredevil barely even wears the suit in the story, which was a choice after a long run on the character. You actually felt impact where he wasn't wearing the suit and he was going around as Matt Murdock. Now, when we already got that in season 3 of the Netflix show, and then you do it again here, it has no impact, and I'm just bored. Why isn't he in the Daredevil suit?
Daredevil Season 3 and Daredevil Born Again are tackling totally different themes, though. Totally different shows.
Where is Daredevil? You can do the courtroom drama all you want, which it wasn't that bad in this episode, to be honest. It wasn't terribly written, and it didn't feel too far off of the Netflix show. But the thing about the Netflix show and the comics is that there can be courtroom drama that's captivating and intriguing, but also Daredevil realizes that he has to go outside the law as Daredevil. Like, he'll be questioning somebody in the court and he knows they're lying, but he can't prove it. So at night, he goes out as Daredevil, finds the guy, and makes him talk. This is the basis of a Daredevil story and his character, and we're missing it entirely. And I'll put it up on screen right now. After a little bit of research, I found an article from 2 years ago, 2023, that had some rumors about Daredevil Born Again, which most of the rumors actually turned out to be true. Like, this article predicted the character of Black Ben Urich's daughter, who's this independent, strong female journalist going around investigating and pushing on Mayor Fisk. And she's insufferable and keeps on interrupting scenes with her random reports that add nothing to the show or Daredevil.
The whole point of her little, like, news videos is that they're like adding to New York. Like, they're building the New York, like oh my gosh, this guy's an idiot.
But anyway, if you read on in the article, it says that for most of the episodes of the show, Daredevil will not be in the suit.
Okay, guys, I'm not reacting to this whole video. This is getting boring, but you get the idea. This makes me angry.
Or you could come at me and say